This is Megastar Magazine TV.
Hello and welcome to Megastar Magazine TV. My name is Monique Aigbe. In the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says Nigeria is poised to deliver clean and sustainable energy solutions, not just in the country but also across Africa and beyond, and commended WAGL Energy Ltd, NNPC Ltd and Sahara Group for their strategic foresight, technical excellence and unwavering dedication. The president, who was represented by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Right Honorable Iwere Renaissance, made the remarks at the commissioning ceremony of a 40,000 cubic meters liquefied petroleum gas vessel christened MT Iyaloja Lagos in Ulsan, South Korea. The vessel, owned by WAGL Energy Ltd and NNPC Ltd Sahara Group joint venture, is a dual-fuel, fully refrigerated LPG carrier. The federal government has vowed to reciprocate a new U.S. visa policy that mandates Nigeria visa applicants to disclose their social media profiles and activities in the last 5 years during application. The U.S. mission said Nigerian visa applicants are required to provide a comprehensive list of their social media profiles on the DS-160 visa application form, and omitting the information could lead to visa denials and potential ineligibility for future U.S. visas. Spokesman for the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kimyebi Ebiefa, said the ministry is aware of the development and noted that the federal government will carry out reciprocal action, stressing that U.S. citizens intending to visit Nigeria will be subjected to the same measures. The Independent National Electoral Commission said that 69,376 Nigerians completed their online pre-registration for the continuous voter registration exercise within the first 7 hours of commencement. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, disclosed this in a statement, noting that the registration portal went live at 8:30 a.m. According to the INEC Commissioner, 33,803 of the registrants are male, while 35,573 are female, adding that 48,000, representing 69.2%, are young people aged 18 to 34. The 4th coronation anniversary of His Majesty Ogiame Atuwatse III, the Olu of Warri, commenced on Monday, August 18, 2025, with a grand praise and worship ceremony at the Palace Church in Agofen, Warri, Delta State. The celebrations, themed towards Iwere Renaissance evolving strategies for confronting land and language issues, promised to be a spectacular display of culture, tradition and community spirit. According to the organizers, the anniversary celebrations will span 7 days, featuring a range of activities that showcase the rich cultural heritage of the Itsekiri people, including competitions of all kinds and paying of homage. On the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has announced plans to convene a face-to-face summit between Russian leader Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in its latest bid to end Moscow's war in Ukraine. Trump's proposal on Monday came as he hosted Zelensky and top European leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron and United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer, at the White House for high-stakes talks on ending the conflict. Trump explained that he had begun arrangements for the summit after speaking with Putin by phone, and that he would hold a trilateral meeting with his Russian and Ukrainian counterparts following their two-way meeting. The son of Norway's crown princess has been charged with raping 4 women, domestic violence, assault and other crimes following a year-long police investigation. Marius Borg Holby, 28, son of Crown Princess Mette Marit and stepson of the heir to the throne, Crown Prince Haakon, is expected to stand trial early next year and could face up to 10 years in prison if found guilty of the most serious charges. According to his lawyer, Peter Sekulik, Holby denies the most serious accusations against him, but plans to plead guilty to some lesser charges in court when the trial starts. In sport, the family of late Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai, fondly known as Dodo Mayana, has released his burial arrangements. The funeral rites, signed by Sonny Bruce Rufai on behalf of the family, begin on Thursday, August 21st, with a service of songs and a public presentation of his biography in Amuwo Odofin, Lagos. Funeral mass on Friday, August 22nd at the Catholic Church of Visitation, First Avenue, Festec Town by 10 a.m., with interment immediately after at the Koi Cemetery. Rufai died on July 3rd at the age of 61 in a Lagos hospital after reportedly battling a long-term illness. The 2025 Cincinnati Open concluded as the number 2 player in the world, Carlos Alcaraz, took down the world number 1 player, Jannik Sinner, and the rivalry between the two young legends continues. It was not as sweet a victory for Alcaraz after going down 5-0 in the first set, but bounced back, claimed the victory with zeal in the second set. With the win, Alcaraz has secured his 6th title of 2025 and 22nd of his career for the 22-year-old. In entertainment, a prominent Nigerian dancer, Kaffy, laments the challenges she faces in her personal life following her divorce. The 45-year-old entertainer disclosed that many men shy away from marrying her because she is a single mother of two. She criticized the societal stigma attached to divorced women, questioning why people assume a woman with children is less desirable, even though statistics show that many marriages end in separation. Popular Nigerian singer Niniola has said the trauma of watching her father, Simon Akpata, a retired Nigerian Army Brigadier General, being assassinated is an experience she can never get over. Revisiting the tragic incident in a recent interview, Niniola said it is hard for her to get over it because she was her late father's favorite child. General Akpata, retired, was assassinated by gunmen on January 8, 1995 in Lagos in the presence of his family. That has been the news. For more information, follow our social media platforms showing on your screen. Up next is Voices from the Street.
Hi guys, my name is Queen Brown from Megastar Magazine TV. We are live in the streets of Abuja to get the opinion of people concerning why our young youths are always used as thug in every election. Let's get to the streets and find out.
So talking about the pinot and the election upcoming, I have an issue with that, seriously. This has been in my mind for a very long time. People collecting note or youth collecting note, I have issue with a lot of youth collecting note because this is not what we signed for. We need more than this. We need a government of our own. We need election that if I went out today to go and vote, I know this who I elected. That's my own take on this.
They use them and dump them. So when election comes, they call them again, give them some money, that is nothing. That's why they are always sad. You understand what I'm saying? The only way we can do free and fair election in Nigeria is by bringing somebody that is nobody, as in nobody. Yeah, nobody knows him from the youth to become somebody. That's where we can do free and fair election. Even not, we continue being like this. Those people on top there are old. They're supposed to retire and the youth take over. And we, the youth also, are not unite. Maybe like 3 of us will have meeting on how to bring achievement. One of us will turn back, collect some money, just small thing. Then you reveal the secret. So that's our problem, youth in Nigeria today. That's just the problem. And if you
okay, when it comes to election, the government use youth as their tools. Like they use youth because they know youth, they are strong, and they use them with money. So my advice to youth is that if youth can realize they can know their potentials and know their rights, they can fight for the country, and we don't need all these old people to be ruling us anymore. We need the youth to rule us.
No, the situation here is getting based on how the condition of the youth and how the economy of the youth is honestly limited. So all of us are graduates. Because we expected when you go to school now, what you're expecting is not to come and be getting something more than what you have passed through. Truly, this government now, as we did like this, honestly, they're helping themselves, but they're not helping the youth. Because I cannot see a reason why a young guy can just come out on the street and begin to look for one way where we see they can survive. Very obvious. I advise them, may they create a lot of opportunity for the youth so that they can evaluate the economy. Because it's like they are not doing made them all those industries that they are coming, taking to outside, made them remain for Nigeria. Look at what the UK is doing. Look at the road. Even though you did for Joe now, Oga, you will go outside now. So it reduces the level of the poverty.
Excuse me. Julius. So do you have any other
This is Megastar Magazine TV.